Ms. Anderson, if you'll unmute yourself.
Thank you, Judge, for doing this.
Oh, no problem. Glad to be back to work. It's getting cabin
Mm.
fever. All right, Ms. Anderson, raise your right hand, please.
Sir.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Thank
can
you,
put
sir.
your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you. And Judge, just for housekeeping matters, we filed an amended order. I noticed an error this morning and my staff corrected it and they just refiled it a few minutes ago.
And I have that.
Okay. And it is titled as amended order, Judge.
Yes, sir, I have in front of me.
Okay. Mr. Anderson, how are you doing, sir?
Fine, sir.
Okay. Now we are here regarding the estate of Lawrence Jeffrey Barron, and you were the applicant. What was your relationship to Mr. Barron?
It's my stepfather.
Okay. And at the time, and let's see, Mr. Anderson, right now your state of residence is here in Texas, and we have an address for you in Winnie, Texas. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you were the applicant, and you were informing the court that you were entitled to letters of temporary administration, and you're not disqualified from serving. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your stepfather passed away in December 17th of 2023. Is that right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And our position is the court has jurisdiction in venue because your stepfather was domiciled in Texas and he had a fixed place of residence in this county. And of course, his well-known business, Literary Trade Days. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And a necessity exists for you to be appointed temporary administrator because there are some things that require immediate attention. Specifically, the business that I referenced, Larry's Trade Days, is ongoing, and you need the ability to keep that business going, pay employees, uh, and keep the business in operation and to be in charge of the business. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's still going right now. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And that part of that is you're asking the court that you need to be able to collect income, pay expenses, maintain inventory, file the necessary and required insurance documents to protect that asset. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also, you're aware of the fact that there's pending litigation in federal court regarding the underpayment of insurance proceeds for the business for damages related to a weather event. Is that right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. And your stepfather, when he passed away intestate, which means without a will. Is that right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
I
And
do.
and right now you've never seen a will and you're not aware of your stepfather or your late mother discussing Mr. Baring having a will. Is that right?
Well, as I understood it, they discussed it and he wrote one, but nothing was ever signed, and we've never found anything to that effect.
Okay. So other than discussions, you've never seen a will or aware of a will. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's right.
Okay. And you are asking the court, there are some specific powers that you're asking the court to grant you, and I'm going to go through those, and that is to access your stepfather's bank accounts that are personal and business. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The authority to gather and secure information for estate purposes.
Yes.
And okay. And then we discussed the business, but also you are requesting the authority to make withdrawals or transfers necessary for management of the business and to pay those expenses. Is that right?
Yes, please.
Okay. And you also need the authority to pay necessary and reasonable expenses related to the funeral and burial costs. Is that right?
I believe I'm not sure about that, but I would assume so. Yes.
Okay, just to make sure. And then the other thing that we've talked about, we mentioned the insurance, but also you need the authority to sign all necessary documentation regarding the ongoing litigation that we discussed in federal court. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also the heirs that are listed in this documentation, there's you, and then also Kimberly Dawn West and Michael Barron. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are there any other heirs you're aware of that are either the heirs of your stepfather's body or that were adopted prior to his death?
No, I do not.
Okay. And at the time of his death, he was married to Brenda Joyce Barron. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And they were never divorced. Is that also correct?
That's true.
Okay. Um, Judge, I think that's all the questions I have. If there's anything I left out, I'm more than happy to cover that. But we do believe that there is nothing that would disqualify Mr. Anderson from being the applicant in this matter. He also understands this is a temporary administration, that the administration will not last more than 180 days. We also feel that prior to that time, we will be able to file an independent administration with this court in that time.
Okay, so you're requesting 180 days on this one?
Yes, Judge. Also, and Judge, previously in the matter regarding his late mother, the bond was set at $50,000. And if the court wants to set that for this amount as well, we have no quarrel with that.
Okay, well, I think there's a reason that we set it at 50, so I agree. We'll go ahead and set it. This one also for 50,000, and I'm gonna approve the amended order appointing temporary administration.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
That's it, Judge. Thank you again for doing this.
All right, thank you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir. Very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.